All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down a really powerful framework for not just surviving, but actually thriving in this new age of AI. If you're wondering what your career is going to look like in the near future, well, you're going to want to stick around for this.
So let's dive right in. The world of work is changing faster than it ever has before, and artificial intelligence is the engine behind all of it. And look, this isn't some far-off prediction. This is happening right now across every single industry.
And that brings us to the most important question you should be asking yourself. We're past the point of debating if AI will impact your job. That ship has sailed. The real conversation, the one that matters now, is about figuring out exactly how it's going to change things and, crucially, when you need to be ready for it.
So, first things first, let's just get on the same page about the reality we're all facing. This massive disruption AI is causing and what it really means for you and your career. You know that old idea of climbing a predictable career ladder? Yeah, that's pretty much becoming a thing of the past. Those traditional paths are being completely blown up. And here's the key. Adaptability isn't just a nice-to-have skill anymore. Honestly, it's your new survival skill. If you don't adapt, you really do risk being left behind. Okay, so let's make this personal. It's really easy to hear this stuff and think, oh, that's for other people, not me. But let's look at the numbers, because standing still is probably the biggest career risk you can take right now. Get this. According to the World Economic Forum, 44% of core job skills are expected to change by 2027. Let that sink in for a second. In just a few years, nearly half of the skills that you rely on today could be obsolete. And here's another one for you. If you think applying for jobs online is the way to go, you're missing most of the action. A staggering 70% of jobs are filled through professional networks, not those public job ads. That tells you everything you need to know. Who you know and how you build relationships has never, ever been more critical. Okay, so we've talked about the problem, and the stakes are pretty darn high, right? Let's switch gears and talk about the solution. We're going to unpack a whole toolkit of strategies designed to help you navigate this completely new professional world. So the whole strategy here is built on 4 key pillars to make your career resilient. First up, adaptability and lifelong learning, because what you know today just isn't going to cut it tomorrow. Second, hybrid skills. Think of it as pairing up tech know-how with those human skills AI can't touch, like creativity and critical thinking. Third, a strong personal brand online, so you can clearly show your unique value. And finally, strategic networking, so you can tap into that hidden job market we were just talking about. Now, this is where it gets really cool, because those big ideas, those pillars, they get turned into actual systems you can use. For making career moves, there's Pivot. For building your personal brand, you use Visa to get visible. For networking, there's NET, which is all about building real relationships. And for your finances, there's SAVE. These aren't just concepts, they're actual actionable models. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. How do you actually do all this stuff? Well, here's a concrete plan to get you started. Your own 100-day professional reinvention. Look, reinvention sounds like this massive, scary task, right? But this plan breaks it down into 3 manageable chunks. The first 30 days are all about the reset. You're taking inventory of your skills, cleaning house, and figuring out what really matters. Then, for the next 40 days, you rebrand. This is where you polish up your LinkedIn, start sharing your voice online, and build authority. And in the final 30 days, you relaunch by taking on new projects and actively growing your network. Okay, last section. Let's talk about the mindset behind all of this, because it's probably the most important piece of the puzzle for your long-term success. And I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Your current skills are great, but it's your ability to change, to learn, and to pivot that will truly define your success from here on out. It's not about being the best at what you do today. It's about being the best at becoming what you need to be tomorrow. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, but it's a huge mental shift. You have to stop thinking of AI as this scary monster coming to take your job. Instead, you need to see it for what it is. A seriously powerful tool, a co-pilot that can make you way better, way faster, and way more valuable. So we're going to leave you with this one last thought. AI itself isn't the real threat, not really. The threat is someone else who knows how to use it better than you. The real competition isn't the machine, it's the person who has mastered the machine. The only question left is, will that be you?